Welcome back to the Chatman's Bow. I know I've covered a lot throughout this series. It is a lot of information, and mostly it was just going over the accounts I have created. In the comments below, let me know if you found value in this content and what type of content you would like to see more of. I'm going to do a review of the Chatman's Bow and try to break it down as simply as I can. Throughout my wealth building journey, and still to this day, I am always learning as much as I can. One of the most important things I can stress about building wealth is I needed to learn to think in a way that I haven't in the past. Reading about other people's perspective and the things they have learned has helped me to stay steadfast on my wealth building journey. To start the Chatman's Bow, I had to write out my plans and organize my finances. Once that was done, I was able to start. Before I jump into the review of the plan, I want to point out a couple of things. First, the business I created for my plan was selling calls and cash covered puts. This business can be different for anyone. It can be a hair business, or a car business, or a business in which you sell things. The business in the blueprint is whatever your talent is and what brings you joy in life. Also, in the blueprint is the Roth IRA and the health savings account. Know that these accounts are important and needed, but to review this and make it as easy as possible to understand, I will skip these two accounts in the review. The Chatman's Bow business plan and model was very simple. The plan is to gain financial freedom through a stable and steady income through a dividend portfolio. The business model is one of a rinse and repeat type strategy. I would work with a knowledgeable company to create a whole dividend paying life insurance policy in which I would minimize the premiums and beef up the cash value. I would then open two broker accounts. One, which I call my trading account, I would write calls and sell cash covered puts. This account will be used to speed up the process of buying dividend stocks, as they can be very expensive to buy. The second broker account, which would be the dividend portfolio. In this portfolio, I would buy one of each of the shares of dividend stocks I've done my research on and I believe would generate a good source of income. Once I opened these accounts and funded them to a certain level, I would begin the process. I would borrow from my life insurance policy and buy 99 shares of the next stock I wanted to get to 100 shares in the dividend account. I would then write a call on those shares. The call money from this account, the dividends from this account, the calls and put money from the trading account, and all leftover income from my job will go back into the policy to pay back the loan. Once that loan was paid off, I would repeat the process over and over. This process was slow in the beginning, but as I got more of the dividends to 100 shares, the extra options money as well as those increased dividends sped up the process. The options money from the dividend account was not as much as that of the trading account, as I never planned to sell any of the dividend stocks. So I had to use a much less aggressive strategy. If any emergencies, vacations, a desire to increase the trading account's capital, my Roth IRA, etc. arose, I would just redirect the money coming from the policy into those accounts instead of buying 99 shares of a stock in the dividend account. Then repeat the process of paying back the policy with all the income coming in. Wealth is not built overnight, nor is it a quick process. Building wealth and becoming wealthy is a lifestyle, and you'll enjoy and reap its benefits throughout your life. It is important that we educate our family, our kids, and our friends on wealth, health, and their spiritual well-beings. The world we live in is in a state of uncertainty, confusion, and disarray. It is important that we do our part, and at the very least making sure we change the way we think and try to better ourselves so that we may help our fellow man. And my final thought on this series from Proverbs 27 verse 17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another.